Hello and welcome back to the True Crime Comedy Podcast, Murderess Podcast. I am your host, Sidney Smith, with my co-host,
Jamie Kamaya.
What up, Jay?
How are you?
How you doing, buddy?
I'm decent.
All right, you're not too decent. You got a shirt on with no sleeves, as usual.
Well, because you keep a pretty woman here.
You think you would at least wear a t-shirt underneath, at least?
No, what are you talking about? You wear your tank tops under your dress shirts.
It's not a tank top. It is a t-shirt underneath the dress shirt. And you, sir, could wear something because I'm tired of seeing the Areolas slip out from underneath that shirt.
Well, my eyes are up here, buddy.
Well, I can't help myself.
These don't talk.
Our car, as they say, car accident. It's what they say.
Is that train wreck?
Complete.
That pink train wreck.
We are your host of Murderess Podcast. For people who are just catching us for the very first time, this is the show where two dudes talk about women who commit real life murders. And just women. Yeah,
women, ladies, equal opportunity.
Before we get this show going, you're such a dumbass. Before we get this show going, we want to remind everybody out there to share the podcast with a friend. We would so be appreciative if you would do that. Really helps us out. If you're listening to us on Apple Podcasts, drop us 5 stars. And
minimum
nice
3 stars.
5 stars. You know what? I'm surprised.
I'll take 4.
Yeah, of course you will. If no Areolas, you take anything you can get.
80%. It's a B minus.
Whatever. Is it B minus?
It's on a roll.
Man, I'm super happy to be doing this with you again. We've the last 2 weeks we've recorded at night. And both times you have not missed the Pop-Tart beat at all.
No.
And I've gotten messages from some of our loyal murderous accomplices who just marvel at the fact that you do not miss those Pop-Tarts even in the evening time.
No. I mean, it's just habit. I mean, my insides don't know what time of day it is. They just know I'm at Sydney's. It's time for a Pop-Tart.
I made the mistake of letting you know that my wife ate half of one of the pretzel Pop-Tarts.
Yeah, her and I are going to have words.
I know you are. I told her that. I said, oh, no, not just half.
You're going to fill out a form.
James going to oh, yeah. We go to our own kitchen. We got forms. We got to fill out to eat food in there, Pop-Tarts.
We're going to hang it inside that cupboard. You can't miss it.
Clipboard.
Please sign out a Pop-Tart.
It reminds me of the military. Please sign this shit out. That clipboard would hang right there at the door, so when you swung it open, you could see it right away. There was no excuse not to sign out.
Like that bathroom detail, just somebody sign it.
Yeah, man. That, hilarious. Yeah, she ate one of the pretzel ones, and I said, this is great. I said, so now Jamie's going to dig into that box, and half of a Pop-Tart will be eaten. And I'm going to have to hear about this.
She ate half of one?
Yeah, she only ate half of one.
Like they come in a 2-pack. She ate half of one of the 2.
Are you familiar with Pop-Tarts?
Like she ate 25% of what comes in a package.
Yeah, there you go. Yes.
Oh,
see,
did she break it off, or are there teeth marks in this remaining half?
Whatever it is, you won't care.
Nope, you're right.
So,
Next week we're having pretzel Pop-Tarts.
Did somebody lick this Pop-Tart?
Yeah, you put those brown sugar and cinnamon in the back and almost dislocated a shoulder going for it.
Well, you think you would stop going for it, then
no.
you?
It's determination.
I'm
not a quitter.
Not determination. The only guy I know who eats Pop-Tarts like a sandwich.
Break them, fold them in half.
Yes, it is. Come on.
They go down quicker.
Oh, my goodness. Man, how you been, man? You been good?
Yeah, good. I got 4 new tires on my car, thinking that would fix the low pressure light. It did not. So now I'm driving around with 4 new tires and a low pressure light on.
It's all right. It's okay. It's all right. So
my Uber passengers ask what that is.
Your Uber passengers.
Yeah, can you mind your own business? You just sit there and be quiet.
Dude, look.
5 stars.
5 stars. I don't know if I can handle if I had to drive Uber or if I just wanted to drive Uber if people just started talking to me. I don't like people talking to me.
Well,
especially not in the Uber ride.
I'd say 3/4 of the people come in to say hello and they say goodbye when they get out, and that's it. That's 3/4 of them. Some people ask a couple questions and then they go quiet, and then others just chew your ear off the entire time.
Yeah.
And I just play along, and I'll be whatever they need me to be. If you get in with a MAGA hat on, I'm like, yo, Trump. If you get in and I can just tell that you are, far left, I'm like, let's do this. Joe Biden's the man. It's like I'll be as phony as I have to get that tip at the end of the day.
I've never been with one, but you sound like you might be a sex worker. Shout out to Australia.
I am whatever you need me to be.
Oh my God. You know who you remind me of? The guy who used to be the mayor.
Don't you go there. I already had a conversation with you know who about this. Sent her a picture and said, "Really, this is who I look like."
So for our folks, our other murderous accomplices out there, some of you have become friends of ours, and you guys, and some of you are already friends, but some of you become friends, and you'll message us here and there. And we have one friend, which I won't mention her name. She said to me one time, she said, "Jamie reminds me of the guy who used to be the mayor of Toronto." And I said, "Oh, what's that now?" And then she sends me the picture. I'm like, yes.
The guy who told reporters, "I don't need to eat her pussy. I got plenty of pussy at home," or something like that. I'm paraphrasing.
That's exactly what he said.
It was meant as a compliment, so I'm going to take it as a compliment.
What did he say? What did he say? He said he started out with, "No, I didn't do any cocaine." Yeah, I might have, but I don't have a problem though. I'm like, this is so Jamie. Come on here.
Prove it. Well, you got a coke booger in your nose.
I can't think of this guy's name, but you're right. The other quote, Ford.
Mayor Ford.
The other quote I do love was the one you just said. I didn't tell her I wanted to eat her pussy. I got enough at home to eat.
And he said it with a straight face right into the camera.
And he's the mayor.
The mayor of a major city.
I can't laugh too hard. I mean, I guess we have one mayor that was a complete disgrace for us, and that was Marion Barry. He was the worst mayor, complete disgrace, right here for all of America.
Was that DC?
Yes,
was that?
yes. And now, my favorite thing about that whole fiasco of a term for him, well, two. One, they voted him back in as mayor again.
People have spoken.
That was great because he ain't got caught in that sting. And so I remember back in the day, in Living Color did that skit about it, and David Allen Greer played mayor.
I vaguely remember this.
And he comes walking out of the hotel room, smoke everywhere. He's waving. They're like, "What the hell?" And then there's a camera right there. He's like, "Oh, I love that skit so bad."
How did he get caught? They had a prostitute set up a camera or something?
He got caught up in a sting.
A sex thing, right? Or was it a drug
It
sting?
was a drug sting.
Oh, okay.
Up in a hotel room in D.C.
Oh, okay. I remember it was a sting. I don't remember. I thought it was a sex thing.
I don't believe it was a sex thing, if I remember correctly.
No, there was drug related because I remember there was a poster. Remember there was like, this is drugs, and then the egg would go in the frying pan. This is your brain on drugs, and then there was another frying pan. It was a poster. It was like one of those things you get at what's that goofy shop at the mall? Spencer's.
They had all the posters. Still around.
They had it was an egg, but it was like chopped up into lines. It said, "This is your brain on Marion Barry," or something like that.
My favorite commercial when I was a kid was the one where the dad finds his shit in a cigar box.
I learned it from watching you.
Dad. And that's such a lame commercial. Such a lame commercial.
Yeah, my mother found my pot once.
What'd she say?
She asked me what it was. I said, "That's pot." She said, "That's what I thought." I said, "Can I have it back?" She said, "Nope." And to this day, it's still in that house. She doesn't know where it is. She's moving. She got another house. So
yeah,
I'm hoping it'll get found.
I know a guy who actually called the hospital for his pot because he thought the cops, when he got picked up by the cops the day before, he had to go to the hospital. And when they released him, he didn't have it on him. He said, "I think they took it." I said, "Call the hospital." And he actually picked up the phone to call the hospital.
Did he? And they I'm guessing they told him they didn't have it.
They laughed at him and they said, "Why don't you ask the cops about your package?"
No, my mother just got out of nursing school back in like, what was it? Probably like around 70, 71, around then. She worked at this place that had people who were in car accidents and stuff and had disabilities.
Yeah.
Well, this one guy was growing pot plants in his room. She didn't know it. Every day she would go in there and water them for him. So one day she goes in there with a water pot and the cops are in there confiscating all his plants.
Hey man, weird segue, hard segue, but I have not had a chance to watch it yet. So people out there, we're not going to get into the all of the punches of Dave Chappelle's newest special out on Netflix. But I'm a comic. I've been kind of falling out of love with comedy here recently for like the last couple of weeks. So that's why I have not really sat down and watched the Dave Chappelle. I normally would have watched it right away.
I'm actually shocked at this information.
I know, but I have not watched it yet. I'm trying to fall back in love with people. With comedy again. But I've read some articles here and there, some headlines, a little bit of articles. Seems like all my buddies have watched it. I can kind of get the gist of what all of the news is going on with it. What are your thoughts on the special?
Well, the whole
and hold on. I'm sorry. And folks, for anyone out there who's listening, try to keep yourself from getting upset. All right, we're going to have an honest discussion about this show, about the special, about Dave, and about some of the topic he hits. Go ahead, Jimmy.
Well, I watched it for no other reason. I couldn't get home to watch it quick enough because all the uproar about this should be taken down. It's too over the top.
Right.
I didn't think it was over the top at all. Yeah, he touches on some very touchy subjects and he says some real stuff, but I'm watching it like at no point did I think this is going to get taken off of Netflix, like not in a million years. So I didn't take it as an attack on anyone. Well, if anything, it was an attack on white people. Maybe they're the ones crying about it. There's a scene. I don't remember what he said. He said something about Trump. He was goofing on Trump voters, and the audience is clapping and they're laughing. You just see this woman, this middle to age to older woman, just sitting there, sourpuss, shaking her head back and forth. She's got, look, I would guess her daughter with her.
Right.
Her daughter's kind of looking at her. She's laughing at it too, like she's having a good time. This woman is just like, why would you go to a Dave Chappelle show if you're going to be offended at anything?
I don't know why you would go to any comedy show if you're going to be offended, let alone someone that is the headliner such as Dave Chappelle. He's no secret.
Right. You went out of your way to get those tickets. I guarantee it.
Absolutely.
She was no more than 7-8 rows back.
Absolutely. So there's been a lot of fuss about it. And my thing about it, especially with Dave Chappelle and some groups that have come after him. Well, one, someone who posted it, I saw it on IG. It might have been something I saw on Dale Hughley's IG. Oh, no, it was on a buddy of mine's IG, actually. It wasn't Dale Hughley. Something else I saw on DL's. But it was, we got news for you. We're not canceling Dave Chappelle.
Right.
That's not happening. You can't cancel him. You can forget about it. You can stop asking for it. You can stop thinking it's going to happen. In fact, so much so, Netflix just fired 3 LGBTQ employees and someone else for trying to speak out about it. So it's not happening. Netflix isn't cutting them loose. It isn't happening.
No, of course not. And sometimes I wonder if any of this gets manufactured into the news just to create an uproar, because I haven't met a single person, talked to a single person, or read anything online from an individual who said this needs to go. Well, it's been the exact opposite.
Well, I did see that one of the the showrunner for Dear White People on Netflix, which is a transgender. I don't know how to say it. It used to be a man, now a transgender woman. Am I saying it correctly?
Yeah.
But transgender female, she quit and said she was in tears watching it, and she will never work or do anything with Netflix ever again.
I didn't think it was. It was more like
she quit.
He tells a story, and I won't. In case you haven't seen it, so I'm not going to ruin it. But he tells a story that goes on for a while about an experience with a transgender person, and he made a couple jokes, almost like throwaway lines during it, but he was telling a real story about something that really happened. And I'm like, this isn't an attack like what I'm listening to him say. Like I've heard him shit on weird things before, and this was not an attack, I don't think.
Well, here's my thing, and I'm speaking as a comedian who's been ridiculed, had people get up and walk out who are white, black, people who have kids who have peanut allergies. I've had it all. I've had black people come at me because they were upset with jokes I've said about black people. And I'm going to tell them, and I told them the same thing I tell everybody who comes to me when they feel like their group was being persecuted while I was on stage for anything from 25 to an hour, 25 minutes to an hour. You were laughing when I was talking about other people.
Of course.
That was funny. So why is it not funny when we talk about you? One of my favorite, I can't remember Dave's special, which one it was, but it was when he goes into Comedy Central after getting all the hits he took and said he can't say, I think it was the F word.
Yeah, he couldn't describe the F word referring to homosexuals.
But he could say nigga.
Yeah.
And well, why can't I say this? Well, because you're not gay, Dave. And he says, well, I'm not a nigga either. So it's the same thing. You can't say, you can't do, you can't be, because a certain group doesn't want it to be. But that same group of people, they laugh at the rest of it. You didn't buy Dave Chappelle tickets because you wanted to go and be a sourpuss the whole time.
You thought it was going to be a safe place for your kind.
Right. You bought those tickets because you knew he was going to be telling the jokes that Dave Chappelle, but it turned on you, so now you're not happy about
and all
it.
it was like it was like a political joke. Like that should be the last thing anyone gets offended of. Like your political affiliate. Like really, do you have the energy to waste on that? I realize some people disagree with me in some way or another, I'm sure, but really, it's not like he made fun of your race or your heritage or your gender or identity. It's like he made a goof on a political figure, and you took offense to it.
And I don't care what he made fun of. My point going back being, you laughed at everything else.
Yep.
You bought those tickets knowing what Dave Chappelle does. It wasn't until he turned the spotlight on you or your group, now you have a problem. You want to have a problem with something that we can all agree on? John Gruden is a problem that we can all agree on.
I'm not sure what's worse, what he said or how dumb he was to put it in writing. Like
I told Tamara there's a whole bunch of old white men cleaning up there, scrubbing their emails.
This will give me hits.
Oh man, if I had the energy to start a business where I could just go out here, you need your email scrubbed? My company come through.
We'll hack your company and scrub that email.
There'd be a lot of 50 to 80-year-old white men, straight men who needed their email scrubbed.
There's a lot of phone calls right now. Hey, remember those texts we had back and forth about 8 years ago? You don't have that still, right?
I mean, you're calling the NFL commissioner a pussy. You're pissed off because that guy Sam got drafted into the league because he was gay. You're talking about black people having thick lips like tires.
Yeah, Tyler. Then he was like the Players Association.
He still is.
He
still is. You're talking about
that's not even funny. Like it's not even.
It's not funny. Now you're talking about women. You're upset that women are officiating. He's across the board.
Bite your fucking tongue,
person. Don't bite your tongue, but don't be upset when it comes out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, everyone has thoughts that don't conform to the norm, right? But you don't go out there and put it out there like that, especially someone like him. I mean, 10 years ago, the internet and social media was still blowing up with people getting exposed for dumb shit. Like, and that's about when this happened, right? 10 years ago or so.
Well,
these
emails were from 7 years ago, I think.
7 years ago. So even more, he should have known better. He never put that shit in writing.
I was watching PTI today. For people out there who don't watch ESPN, it's PTI Pardon Interruption with Tony Kornheiser and Mike Wilbon. Tony Kornheiser, who's an old newspaper man, had a great point. He's like, where did these come from? How long were they sitting on them? And who leaked it? Because it was almost like they leaked the first thing about DeMaurice Smith, when he made fun of the black president of the players union, saying he had thick lips or tire-like lips or something. And it's like, that wasn't enough. So we're going, here's something else. Like, we're going to just keep dropping these until you do something about it. And I was really upset with it because it felt like, to me at first, it wasn't enough just for him to be racist. Like Mark Davis still allowed him to coach that team, the Raiders, on Sunday. But then I did get the information last night during the game that the NFL had actually sent what they had to Mark Davis and wanted him to make that call well before Sunday. And it wasn't until a little bit more pressure came and more things got brought to light about women and gay people and so on and so forth that finally Mark had no choice but to fire him.
Yeah, you can only take that for so long. I mean, it just blows my mind that someone at his level was going to do that, would say those things, put them in writing.
Why?
I mean, it's one thing.
Why
am I surprised?
Yeah.
Like, I just figured, NFL head coach has got to have brains, right? I mean, you can't get to that level of anything without having brains and being smart and being good at what you do. And then just to be that fucking stupid.
But I'm going to say something to you that, and I get why you would have and me as a black man, and maybe some of the women who listen will have a better understanding of what I'm saying, and maybe anyone who will have a better understanding. And maybe I can, but I'm trying to understand why you would think this is just the way, man. This is when they talk about that old boys club, that old boys network, they're not just talking about the South. They're just period. And the NFL has been that forever. And when I'm talking about that old boy network, I'm talking about straight white men with power, with influence, with money, who think the whole world revolves around people who look like them. And I should be able to say and think whatever it is I want to say and think. You got these guys passing around to one another topless pictures of Redskin cheerleaders. These are people in powerful positions. So I wasn't surprised by any of it. I wasn't surprised that he wasn't dumb. It was that I am who I am. I'm where the position I'm in. Who is going to find out, and who's there going to say anything about it?
So you think that he could have cared less that when he wrote those, he didn't care what happened to them? like how far out they came.
I think he never thought that it would go anywhere.
Oh, that of course he didn't. I agree with that 100%.
He never thought that this would be.
He never thought they would get leaked.
And 7 years ago, he definitely didn't think. We were in a different time 7 years ago.
Was he even coaching 7 years ago?
No,
Was
he
between?
was with ESPN then.
Oh, okay.
And he definitely didn't give a shit or think that anything would happen then 7 years ago. Look at how much different the world is. Look how much different the NFL is today versus 7 years ago.
I mean, you're coaching people. What the league is, 70% black, and you're going to make comments like that?
But Jamie, that's what I'm saying though. This has always been the way.
Oh, I'm sure that's the way, but I think there's more like him.
Absolutely,
they're just smarter about it.
They are not smarter. They haven't been caught yet.
Maybe so, and maybe more shit will come out from 10 years ago, whenever it was. But I don't know. It's just so stupid. Someone who's made it to that level of the most popular sport, to us anyways. I won't say the world because I know soccer's bigger, but in this country, it's by far. There isn't even a close second. Football is by far the most popular sport, and to get to the top level of that in the game, and to just think that and he had already been a coach prior to that, so it's not like coaching has happened and then all of a sudden he fell into coaching. He was already a coach, Super Bowl winning coach, and just to be that fucking stupid.
Well, here's the thing, and we're going to get to the reason why some of you came if you haven't already fast forwarded yet. But we'll get there. Here's the thing, though, and this is a thing that I have conversations with white women about, because I think sometimes they forget you're not part of that old boys club. Is that, and I'm not even going to fault anyone because this is just human nature. Whenever everything is kind of set up for you, when you start to see things start to change and they're not set up just for you, I think you get upset, and I think that's a human emotion for anyone. I think what John Gruden was expressing was a natural human emotion. Here it is. This is not something that's like me. This is not something I like at all. You're forcing it on me, and you're forcing my world to change. Now you're making us draft gay players. Now it's going to be females refereeing games, and so on and so forth. So my whole world is changing. Everything is changing. This league I love is changing. And the guy over there, Roger Goodell, is allowing it to happen. So here, let me drop an F word on him.
I have no problem with that. Say whatever you want about Goodell.
As well. I have a problem with it, given the words that he used.
He could threaten his family. I wouldn't care.
Well, okay. All right.
I just hate Goodell. I mean, that's another avenue to go down to. When he was suspending people, you get more game suspension for smoking pot than knocking a woman out cold in an elevator. So that's I hate.
But there's ways to express that without using that type of without
whatever you got to say to get the point across to Roger Goodell.
No. Well, that's where you and I will disagree, because I don't think calling anyone a homosexual slang gets your point across.
Well, no, that's offensive to homosexuals, but
it's offensive, period. So, but I get your drift. He's not my favorite commissioner either, though there have been and there are worse. And Gary Bettman of the NHL is far worse than Roger Goodell is.
No, I don't even follow the NHL.
All right. That's enough of this for right now. We will table this, folks. Hopefully people will listen to us to a certain extent.
Is that a new podcast?
No, it's not.
It's John Gruden Experiment.
No, you know what it is?
Coming out next
week.
This
is us showing the world that we can talk about more than just murder mysteries and you eating Pop-Tarts.
Huh.
But we're such a space where people, unless people are saying exactly what already echoes in your head, you don't want to hear it. So it's just a weird thing. I grew up in a different time where you sat down, you had debates, everyone had different opinions, you didn't have to agree, and that was okay. In fact, it was fun to debate, have conversations. Right. It didn't even have to be a debate.
Well, yeah, it's fun. We don't agree. There are many things we disagree on.
Right. You and I are becoming quite an anomaly. But that used to be the way of the world. And now everyone lives in an echo chamber. And it's very sad to see.
That's no fun.
Not at all. Not at all. All right, folks. Thank you guys again for checking us out on Murderous Podcast. Once again, if you guys are listening to us on Apple, drop us 5 stars, drop us your review. We would love to hear it. Even if it's something that you didn't dig about the show,
let us know.
Let us know. We'll read it. I may print it out and spit on it and then throw it away, but I'll read it.
Now, if they give us less than 5 stars, can we delete that?
We cannot. We're not. Apple does not allow us to delete.
Can we delete reviews?
No. Apple does not allow us.
Son of a bitch.
Does not allow us to delete any of it. So on this week's episode of Murderous Podcast, we have a young woman who was a geologist. I'm sorry. I meant a gold digger.
Oh, shit. That's so clever. Where'd you get that, son?
Where you get that, son?
Oh, ding, 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 ding. We got a winner.
Man, because of rights and how much songs cost, we could not play any music on you. So all I could do is snap.
We own the right to this snap.
I guess who sue me for this? I meant the gold digger is Delma Troy. You are so lame.
Oh my God. I've been sitting here waiting for this.
On this episode, we are going to start with the victim, as he was a huge movie star back in the day. And I want you all to know that Jamie's team wrote that as he was a huge movie star back in the day. But because
Is that a hard T?
Because I am so quick, I dropped the heart at the end. On the big screen, actor Jimmy Ferrara played the outlaw Billy Clanton, who dueled with lawmen Wyatt Earp and Doc Holliday during the infamous gunfight at the OK Corral. In real life, he would meet the same fate as Clanton, dying at the wrong end of a gun barrel.
Oh, snap.
From which movie?
Well, it was called Tombstone, but it's like
Tombstone, yeah.
But not the one with
Kurt Russell.
No, not Kurt
okay,
Russell.
not that one. Okay.
And Val Kilmer. This is older. This is like 1940s.
Oh,
or
yeah,
something.
you ain't kidding. Because James Joseph Ferrara was born in 1920. So this is not.
Man.
His parents were
He'd be dead now anyways.
Yes, very. His parents were hard-working immigrants from Sicily who settled in New York in 1910. Soon after his birth, the Ferrara family relocated to Sacramento, California. After a brief stint in the Coast Guard, Ferrara tried his hand at acting. In 1942, Ferrara was cast as Clanton in the movie Tombstone, The Town Too Tough to Die.
Oh, and you know why Italians all came to New York?
Why?
Well, I know I said that joke wrong. Hold on.
Okay,
I'm trying to goof on Italian.
I thought
it's because they call him Tony, because when they got off the boat, they wrote Tony to New York on this shirt.
What are we doing?
It's still white. I can still make fun of white people.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man. Yeah. But that was terrible. Do better, though. That's all.
Hey, it's not even my joke.
Can you do whose joke is it?
I don't know. I'm sure it's 100 years old.
To do better. So you messed up my whole way I wanted to. In 1942, Ferrara was classed as Clanton in the movie Tombstone, The Town Too Tough to Die.
The Town Too Tough to Die. There it is. There's no Kurt Russell. I don't even think Kurt Russell was born yet. Oh, boom, boom, boom.
Those are gunshots. Oh. I'm doing some
pew, pew, pew.
I own those sound effects from when I was like 8. For the next 2 decades, he would appear in numerous westerns, including the television series Gunsmoke. I'm a big fan of Gunsmoke.
Oh, how about that?
I used to watch Gunsmoke because I still like every once in a while if I can catch it.
Is that in black and white?
It always was when I watched it.
Oh, well, it must still be then. I don't think they got a new season.
Ted Turner still colorizing shit? I don't know. With his movie star good looks and charm to spare, Ferrara was a ladies' man who was rumored to have dated starlet Rita Hayworth. Nice.
Oh.
And was married several times over the years. Why would you do that?
I only know her from the Madonna song.
Rita Hayworth?
Rita Hayworth gave good face or something like that. In the Vogue, you know the song Vogue?
Rita Hayworth gave good face.
I don't know, like she was pretty, I think, or something like that.
That sounded like you were going to say Rita Hayworth was giving head. What were you trying to say?
Maybe to this guy forever she was.
You know, they say Nancy Reagan gave a hell of a blowjob.
Who would know?
They say Nancy was a little bit of a whore.
Oh, who's they? Cite your source.
It wasn't me. After his acting career cooled off in 1960s, Ferrara invested in real estate and split his time between Los Angeles and Yuma, Arizona.
Ugh.
Yuma?
Why?
All right.
310 to Yuma. Let's go. While
visiting Reno, Nevada in 1977, Ferrara met Delma Lee Collier. He was 57 and she was 25.
Oh, nice.
I can see this is going better.
I like you.
But they But they hit off despite their age difference.
As rich celebrities do.
That's Delma grew up in Hawthorne, Nevada, a small town of just over 3,000. She married in her early 20s and helped raise her husband's 3 sons from a previous marriage.
Damn, she already had 3 kids and she was 25?
Yeah, man. She got them. She started early. Well, they were her husband's kids, though.
Oh, they weren't her kids.
Wow, are you here when I'm reading these things? And, reading what your squad wrote in her early 20s and helped raise her husband's 3 sons from a previous marriage.
Oh, when I was reading that, I thought it said like her and her husband's.
Okay, let's move on. There were more bad times than happy times with her and my father, Delma's stepson, Dean Stuberrich, said.
Dean what?
Stuberrich.
Can you not get quiet when you say that last name?
Stuberrich. My father was verbally abusive and physically abusive. She told me that she was leaving, she couldn't take it anymore, and that she loved me, and she was sorry she had to leave.
Sounds like somebody got left out of the will.
Somebody. Unlike the other men in her life, Ferrara was good looking, but financially well off and had a Hollywood pedigree. She followed him back to Yuma, and they would marry in 1981. Their marriage eventually went south, though. They fought frequently and separated in 1984, but reconciled just 1 year later. To celebrate, they went on a 2-month road trip in an RV. They got back to Yuma on September 28th.
If that doesn't test a relationship, I don't know what will.
Oh, my God. You're not kidding.
I would throw my kid out after 2 months in an RV. That
was when I knew Tamara and I would be okay. We took our first road trip because I hate road trips, and I didn't murder her and bury her along the way somewhere.
She's still here.
And when I'm talking about road trip, I mean, it was just a 4-hour drive to Vegas. All right. And I hate it.
I've done that about 7 or 8 times in the past 3 years.
We've done it now quite often, but normally I just not something I would do. I would not do it. But just after midnight on September 30th, 1985, a man called into the Yuma Police Department. He said he just found his friend Jimmy Ferrara dead in his home. Officers arrived to find the back door ajar and 65-year-old Ferrara on the floor in between the kitchen and living room.
Oh, that's not good.
No. A puddle of blood surrounded his head and chest. He was pronounced dead at the scene. We could tell that he had been shot multiple times. It appears that somebody just came up and just boom, 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 right into the head. Yuma Police Sergeant Lloyd Franklin told investigators.
Was this guy 4 years old at the interview? Boom, boom, boom. Right in the head.
I was thinking the same thing. Who gave this kid a badge?
The youngest detective ever.
The home showed no signs of forced entry or robbery. 4.22 caliber casings were found on the floor. No evidence was found at the scene. The man who found his body said he had been with Ferrara earlier that day, around 11 that night. Delma called and asked him to check on Ferrara as she couldn't get a hold of him. Delma was a couple of miles away at the home of Ferrara's niece, Pamela Denman. When police told her about Ferrara's murder, she became hysterical. Delma claimed earlier in the day a woman named Sally Cook visited her husband.
Oh, not the only actor in the family, huh?
You know, every time we read one of these and someone ends up dead, the spouse or whomever, and the murderess plays like she had nothing to do with it. I always just wonder, before you committed this crime, how did you think about how you were gonna play this? I'm gonna be cool with it. Shed one tear, or I'm just gonna go crazy and throw myself on the floor.
Oh shit! I forgot to wipe my prints off the bullet casings.
No matter what you do, it's gonna be the wrong thing because they're gonna think you did it.
Of course, it's
right
always
away.
the spouse.
Always. So she was the younger lady, younger than Delma, somebody that Jimmy's kind of taken under his wing to acting classes and just to help out in jail.
By wing, you mean
wing?
Okay.
Sally's also thought to have had an affair with Jimmy. Okay, by under his wing, under his penis.
That's what we're calling it now these days.
Franklin told producers.
I got a wing, you got a wing?
Yeah, man.
Would you say you're like the flat or a drummy?
Oh, man. It's like a pretty good size wing.
It's a pretty good size wing.
It's pretty good stuff. But more like a flat.
A flat? Oh, I'm definitely a drummy.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. Just stout.
Now, someone told me one time I may not touch the bottom, but I scrape the sides.
Yeah, that's whatever makes you feel good.
Hung like a can of cat food. Oh, look where you got me going now,
No,
Sidney.
you got yourself going there, sir. According to Delma, Ferrara had multiple girlfriends over the course of their relationship. She said she had gotten used to it, but admitted that after Cook left, she and Ferrara got into a fight. Delma claimed she went for a walk after the fight to clear her head. Later that evening, she saw Sally's car at her home and got angry and went to her niece's house. We did ask Delma if she killed her husband. She said no. She was also asked did she know who might want to kill her husband. Again, she said she didn't know, Franklin told producers. Delma took a polygraph test, but the findings were inconclusive. Investigators tested the clothes she was wearing for blood and gunshot residue, but they came back clean. Cook was interviewed and denied having an affair with Ferrara. She said on the night of Ferrara's murder, she had driven her to her boyfriend's home where the three of them had dinner. Both Cook and her boyfriend took polygraph tests, which they passed.
Oh, and that's all it takes for me.
That's it. Yeah, you are a polygraph guy.
Oh, I was going to say the same about you.
No, I am not a polygraph
You
guy.
love to throw polygraphs at people.
I do not.
We discussed this about 4 episodes ago.
I would love to throw. I know I'm someone who says, "Why would you take one?" Because you can't do anything with it. You can't. It's not admissible. Why would you take one?
I got to go back and find this. I actually have to. That means I'll have to listen to one of these things.
Yeah, yes. You might want to try
Get my
that
god awful voice.
I listen to it.
Yeah, well, you think you sound like butter? Is it
I do sound like
velvet? That velvety
straight
voice.
velvet. With all the potential suspects cleared and no evidence pointing to any other scenarios, the murder of Jimmy Ferrara would remain unsolved for over 20 years. But in January 2006, a man called the Yuma Police Department and said his nephew had admitted to being responsible for Jimmy Ferrara's death. His name was Rick Costero, and he was a Marine stationed in Yuma at the time of the murder.
Oh, his opportunity.
Right, in and out. He explains that his nephew and Donald White, soon after the homicide, came up to his place in California. They were drinking around a bonfire, and Rick just started talking about everything that happened. How they killed this guy, that he was a Western movie star, Franklin told them.
He is just, hey, I'm just going to throw the rest of my life in jail. That's 20 years later.
I think most people, unless you're a stone cold killer, you have to get it out. You have to get it off your chest.
No, he made it that far. Maybe he's like, he's got a fatal disease and he doesn't care. Although that prison health care on your last days, I'm not sure.
Well, if that's
dumber than John Gruden, to be honest.
If that's where you lead me to with that there, then that
No. I don't remember where the rest of this goes.
But I think unless you're stone cold, man, you have to. Most people would sit down and tell someone.
Nah, not me. I could pull it off.
No, I doubt it.
I can go 20 years. I can go 30 years.
I wish you hadn't pulled off that top shirt you were wearing. That's what I wish you had pulled off. White was a fellow Marine who shot Ferrara at Costero's behest. The man kept his nephew's secret for 2 decades, but decided to tell the police after they had a falling out. See, you can't get...
Now he's just being spiteful.
Right. You can't get to an argument with a person who knows you murdered someone like that unless you're going to kill that motherfucker.
Yeah, now we both going to jail.
Right, unless you're going to kill that motherfucker. After leaving the Marine Corps, White had become a commercial pilot and was in the Army Reserves while Costero lived in Washington and worked for his family's bagel business. In May 2006, detectives flew to Oklahoma to interview White. Now 41, he was about to deploy to Iraq. White explained that in 1985 he was introduced to Delma, who Costero was having an affair with. She offered him and Costero $25,000 each to murder her husband. That's not enough money to murder anyone.
No, because there's a good chance you're getting caught.
I was approached by Rick to do this, and he explained the situation was that this girl, I didn't know her, only met her one time, was being horribly abused by this guy. Isn't that always the way? And it would be doing pretty much a favor for everybody to take this guy out of the circulation.
Well, that's what they should have done, out of circulation, like he disappears.
White is heard telling detectives in audio of his interview. On the night of the murder, White and Costero snuck into Ferrara's home while he was out. When Ferrara returned home and saw the intruders, he confronted them, which ended with White shooting him. Delma never came through with the money, and White said he never saw her again.
That's what you get.
So you didn't even get the money up front, dum-dum?
Oh, not even half?
Oh, what an idiot. Investigators next traveled to Washington to interview Costero, now 47.
Now he's got 2 people. He's got the one he had to fall out with, and he's got her for not paying.
Right.
She probably figured he'd keep quiet, and he's like, fuck it, we're all going down now.
Yeah, because it's too many people that know about this.
I could be that spiteful. Like, you know what? We're all going down now. We're all going to prison.
Well, yeah, but you couldn't kill anybody. So
I couldn't.
Right. I could be that spiteful, yes. No one's getting Pop-Tarts. I threw them all in the trash. No one's eating them now.
That's about the equivalent.
That's about all the spite you have in you.
You thought you were having those pretzel Pop-Tarts?
No one's drinking the juice.
Yeah, Mrs. Smith? Not now. Now they're crumbs.
No one's drinking the juice. I poured it all down the sink, so not nobody. Drink water, bitches.
I know. So you pulled out what that candy cup used to have in here. Remember that you had like for 3 weeks, the first 3 episodes, you had that cup of candy?
Yeah, remember you wouldn't stop eating all of it?
Yeah, where'd it go?
It's else gone.
Yeah, well, let's see. Let's see how it is.
Why is it the only things that are kind of like benchmarks for you is food?
Because that's what says love.
He admitted having an affair with Delma, but gave vague answers about the murder of Jimmy Ferrara until confronted with White's confession. I was there when he did it. Castro is seen telling detectives in his videotaped interview obtained by reporters. I was behind Don. So yeah, I was there, but I wasn't. I
was sitting there saying no.
I was a shadow. It was almost like I wasn't me. Donald White and Rick Castro were both arrested and charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder and 1 count of conspiracy to commit first-degree murder, according to the Arizona Daily Sun newspaper. After the death of Jimmy Ferrara, Delma had remarried and relocated to Fallon, Nevada. She was now 53 and known as Delma Troy.
Oh.
Or as I like
Hence
to call
the
her,
name.
As I like to call her, Delma ain't paying you, Troy. Assistant Police Chief Ray Dolan of the Fallon Police Department said Troy was living as Fallon since at least 1987 based on records of contact with her. He said he was contacted by Arizona detective who said Yuma police developed information that Troy was living in Fallon and wanted for murder. Dolan said Troy was living at 511 North Taylor Street, where she has lived since at least 2004.
We should go there and take a picture in front of that house.
When Troy called to report a fire. You know what? That's actually the first good idea you had.
Yeah, we could put it up there. I mean, what's Yuma? 3 hours?
We should do that.
2.5?
Yeah.
I'll make a day out of it.
Oh, man. What if I'll kill you on the way? I hate road trips.
I mean, that'd be a hell of an episode.
Oh, man.
For you.
I'm bringing all the equipment. Yeah, we should.
No, Jamie couldn't be here.
No, but we should do it.
Yeah, why not? Go there and take a picture of it.
Serious idea?
Yeah.
I think it's a good idea.
We can make a day trip out of it.
Yeah.
Are we bringing the women or no?
No.
All right. I'm definitely in.
What is with you?
We're bringing Pop-Tarts.
Avelia, I love you, but Jamie, you don't need to bring her everywhere.
All right, we're going to do this one day. We're going to go, that's in Yuma, right? That address?
Are we driving your car that has a weird light that's on, but the tires really
The tires are brand new. Ignore the light. That's what I do.
Dry.
I'm going to put a sticker over it so I don't have passengers going, why is that light on?
Why are you looking at the dash?
Ice forward.
Put that in your Uber. Don't you guys, can't you put like notes? You're not allowed to do certain shit in the car. Like you can't have the windows rolled down or some shit like that.
Oh, maybe. I don't know. I never looked into that.
Don't look at his dash. Don't look him right in the eye.
Must tip.
Must tip. So, I had Firehouse sub delivered to me today.
Oh, the brisket? You get the brisket?
No.
Oh, it's the best one.
I had it delivered, and I went through DoorDash because they had.
Was it $40?
It was my first time using it, so they were charging me the fee. So I was like, okay, I'll use them. But then they got down to the part where you're supposed to tip the driver, and I hate when they try to tell you what you should tip.
Pre-tip?
Oh, I hate that.
You mean like the suggested amounts?
Yeah, I hate that. I almost went with the lower amount just on GP, but I didn't. I did not.
You know, half of my Uber tips. You can always tell someone puts in a flat dollar amount. That means they manually did it, or it tells you it's like being like a waiter. Like it's a percentage. So I'll get tips like $5.62. Like that's I'll get tips like that all the time.
Yeah, I hate being told.
Either way, I'll take them.
I know you will. I hate being told with the tip. Anyway, that's just my own thing I wanted to share. So Delma Troy was taken into custody at Walmart on Wednesday afternoon on a first-degree murder warrant issued the day before in Yuma. She is charged with murder in the first-degree conspiracy to commit murder, linked to the death of her then-husband, James Ferrara, in 1985. Troy was initially held in Churchill County Jail without bail pending extradition to Arizona. When questioned by detectives, Delma claimed Ferrara physically abused her, an allegation police found no evidence to support. She said on the day of the murder, Ferrara beat her badly. Afterwards, she called Castro, who picked her up. I said, I just wished he was dead. I really wish he was dead. And he said, that can be arranged.
Huh.
She is seen telling detectives in her videotaped interview obtained by producers. And
I love when they don't ask for a lawyer. These are the best.
Oh, yes, it is. Delma insisted her involvement in Ferrara's murder ended there, and that Castro and White acted on their own. She also claimed she inherited little money after Ferrara's death. However, financial records show Ferrara had substantial financial holdings. In 2007, enough to probably pay that $50,000.
Right.
Stupid woman. In 2007, Delma Troy pleaded guilty to conspiracy to commit second-degree murder, while Donald White pleaded guilty to second-degree murder, according to the Associated Press. They will both receive 12.5-year prison sentences.
That's it, huh?
Rick Costero decided to take his chances with a jury trial.
Oops.
Why?
12 and a half years for murder?
In December 2007, he was found guilty of first-degree murder, according to the Oregonian newspaper, and sentenced to 25 years to life in prison.
Dumbass.
You got two people out of the three who are obviously going to take a deal of some sort. They're going to turn on you.
You got to go find your own deal.
They're going to turn on you. All right? Part of their deal is to snitch on you. Idiot. Delma Troy died in prison, at the age of 62 on February 23rd, 2015.
Oh, didn't see that coming.
Almost 2 years later to the day, on February 24th, 2017, Rick Costero died in prison at the age of 57. They were young.
Yeah. So, he was in his 40s when he got caught. He must have been in his early 20s when he committed the murder, right? Well, he was a trigger man, right?
Yeah. No,
the guy who got 25 to life, right?
No, I thought White. Oh, yeah. You're right, Costero, because, he did get 25 to life. You're right. Yes. That is crazy. I wonder when he died, if she was there with her hand out, like, come with me.
Come with me. I got a lawyer now.
Don White was released from prison in 2018. What do you think, man?
I think he did his 12 and a half. He's the smartest one in this story.
Well, he's the luckiest one because he didn't die.
He got it off his chest, and he's out of jail.
Maybe that's why. Maybe because he's the one who told the truth. Karma's a bitch.
Yeah.
It comes for us all.
She should have paid up.
Should have paid.
Although it sounds like she would have got ratted out anyways. He was spiteful.
I don't know, man. One little thing you do can make a whole bit of difference. You turn left on any given day. If you had to turn right, your day could have went a lot better.
Isn't like when you hire a gunman, aren't they considered a loose end? You got to get rid of them after.
Well, I would.
Yeah, if I was going to go down that road, I would not want. Actually, you almost have to do it yourself, right? You're not going to tell on yourself.
Well, I don't know if you're going to do it yourself.
Unless you got this fucking imbecile Dave or whatever is Don.
But if I'm not going to pay you, you got to go.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to leave you alive to tell the tale.
Yeah, no. I'll give you the money, shoot you, and then take the money back.
Okay, you might have a little killer in you. So.
I have a little. I don't want to go to jail in me.
All right. Okay.
That's about it.
Learn something new about you today.
That's where the honor ends.
You walk out of my house, sir. When you leave, get straight out of here.
That's it. We're finished. Wait, I need the Pop-Tarts. I'll be back next week.
I've been Sidney Smith.
Jamie Kamaya.
From Sidney Smith Creative, this has been Murderous Podcast. If you like our show, be sure to tell your friends and family. Subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, and wherever you're listening right now. Leave that 5-star rating and review on Apple Podcasts if you're listening there. Remember, you can support the show by supporting the show. And listen. Or you can just go to patreon.com/Murderous Podcast as well. About the story you just heard, we sourced it from Oxygen.com, NevadaAppeal.com. Remember, be aware of your surroundings, and we'll see you next week.
See ya.